As the cold autumn night settled over the town, John and his young son Bart left a football game, their hearts filled with joy after witnessing their favorite team's thrilling victory. The neon glow of a 24/7 diner on the desolate highway ahead seemed inviting, a perfect place to coast off a memorable day. The father and son walked into the diner, where the sound of a bell chimed over the door, announcing their arrival. The place was eerily quiet, with only a few dimly lit booths occupied by equally quiet patrons. The air felt heavy, and a shiver ran down John's spine as they took their seats at the worn, vinyl-covered counter. The waitress, her face etched with deep lines, shuffled over. Her eyes bore a haunted look as she handed them the menus. John ordered coffee, and Bart a plate of fries. As they waited, John noticed strange symbols etched into the counter's surface, but thought little of it. Their food arrived, and they ate in silence, the unsettling atmosphere casting a pall over their enjoyment. A hushed conversation at the booth behind them drew their attention. The patrons were speaking in whispers, discussing something that sent chills down their spines. John caught snippets of phrases like disappearances and never seen again. Unease gnawed at John as he glanced at his son. Bart's young face was pale, and he sensed his unease as well. They decided to leave quickly, asking for the check. The waitress glanced nervously at the other patrons before scribbling a number on a piece of paper and signing it to John. It was an exorbitant sum, far more than their simple meal was worth. Refusing to be taken advantage of, John handed her a reasonable amount of money and stood up. But as they made their way to the exit, a heavy-set man blocked their path. He was flanked by two menacing figures, all of them leering with malevolence. "You can't leave without paying the full bill," the heavy-set man growled. John, refusing to back down, demanded to see the manager. The heavy-set man signaled to a door in the back, which led to a sinister, dimly lit room filled with more eerie symbols and strange, flickering lights. In that room, John and Bart saw horrors that would haunt their nightmares for years to come. It was a shrine to something otherworldly, with photographs of missing people who had dinned at this very diner. The realization dawned upon them, and they had stumbled upon a nightmarish secret. These people had all vanished without a trace. They made a daring escape, racing through the kitchen and out the back door, their sinister figures hot on their heels. As they reached the safety of their car, John quickly started the engine and sped away from that cursed diner. The police were called, and a thorough investigation revealed the horrors hidden behind the diner's facade. The owners were apprehended, and the place was shut down. John and Bart were left with a chilling lesson, a reminder that sometimes even the most incurious places can hold the darkest secrets. They vowed to cherish the simple moments and be grateful for each day, knowing that not all who venture into the night are as fortunate to return from its shadows.